The Google Service Ads program is one of the most amazing programs by Google ever. The program has been expanded and it has now a long list of contractors. When it first came out, it was just a short list of cities and a small number of contractors. It is available almost everywhere now, and take a look at the number of different industries that are available to do it. And if you're in one of these industries, you definitely want to be paying attention here. The program is now available if you are an appliance repair service, carpenter, carpet cleaner, countertop pro, electrician, event planner, fencing pro, flooring pro, foundations pro, house cleaner, HVAC, junk removal, landscaper, lawn care, mower, pest control, pet care, pet groomer, photographer, plumber, roofer, sliding company, tree service provider, water damage, window cleaner, and window service provider. If you fit any of those, listen up. Honestly, because I am going to give you some tips and some insights on how to take advantage of the Google Service Ads, or we call it Google Guaranteed program, for a consistent flow of guaranteed leads for your business. Google Guaranteed Local Service Ads are one of the most effective ways and simplest ways for a local service business to generate leads quickly and effectively. And so people often get confused because of the names. They refer to these ads as Google Guaranteed Local Service Ads. I've seen them called Google Home Service Ads or Google Local Service Ads. Don't let it confuse you. It is all the same program, and it's all about one core feature: pay per lead. And it's so far different than the traditional pay-per-click. It's super safe, it's effective, and it is profitable. And hang on tight, because I'm going to be showing you all about it. Hey everyone, I'm Richard Cruz. My agency tests and develops cutting-edge Google Ads strategy every day. And in these videos, we share with you the best tips and strategies to help you see better results with your Google Ads campaign. And so my big reason that I love telling every service company about this program is that it is prime real estate. I mean, what is there not to love about the program that has been moved up by Google to the very top spot of the search page results? And if Google is giving you an opportunity to be able to take that real estate, by all means, if you can do it affordably for your business, then take advantage of it. Let me show you an example here on my screen. If I put in, for example, plumber near Rancho Cucamonga, which is where I'm at, and you see, look at the very top of the page. The ads page consists of the very, very top section, which is the Google Guaranteed program. And then you've got your traditional ads, and then you move into your maps listing and then your SEO. It is above all of them. What a huge opportunity. How much more reason do you need to jump in there and have your business exposed with these others? Here's another example. If I go into carpet cleaner near Rancho Cucamonga, here it is, the very, very top section, just dedicated for you. Pest control company near Rancho Cucamonga. There it is, all set up, ready to go for you. So it really makes a heck of a lot of sense to be able to take advantage of that. The next thing that I really love about Google Home Service Ads is that you pay nothing unless you get a real lead on the phone. Here's how it works. You set an average weekly budget based on the average number of leads that you want to receive in a typical week. You may sometimes spend more on leads than your average weekly budget in a given week, but you'll never spend more than your monthly max. So the great thing about it is that Google's going to allow you to dispute leads that you believe are not qualified. So if the lead that you got was not a real lead, like they hung up or they were interested in something completely different than from what you do, the cost of that lead is going to get credited back to you. What's not to love about that? So you have everything to gain and you have nothing to lose. I'm going to give you 9 tips that I recommend for you to follow with this program and things to be aware of. Item number 1 is background checks. Be prepared, because you will have to go through a business entity check. A business owner background check is included in that as well too. So just understand that it's part of the process. There's a little bit of processing time. So if this isn't something that you can just set up right away, you have to complete everything and complete it all. Let Google finish their background. They use a third-party company that does the investigation. And as long as everything's clean, then they give you a green light that you can proceed. Item number 2, your reviews. If your reviews aren't high enough, then I would recommend that you get automation involved. Use a software like Reputation Advantage. You can find them at reputationadvantage.com, and that'll help you get more reviews aggregated faster. It's still all genuine reviews from your real customers, but using automation, it reaches out to them automatically, asks them to, leave the review, helps link them to it, and we always see a much higher collecting of reviews when companies use automation like Reputation Advantage. I'll put a link down below where you can just click on that and it'll take you there. Item number 3 is your website speed. Make sure your website loads quickly in desktop and in mobile. And under 3 seconds is preferred, but under 1 second is even better. To check your site speed, go to Google Developer Site Speed. Just Google that and look right in that website. Put in your URL, it'll give you some test scores, but you want to make sure that you're showing Google that you have all your ducks in a row, because if your site speed is slow, you'll start getting suppressed and you don't even know why. Item number 4 is your licensing and your insurance. Make sure that you're licensed, you're insured, that you have all that in order. They're going to ask you for that as part of the process, so you'll need to provide all of that for them. And item number 5 is your Google My Business. Make sure that your Google My Business listing is set up and optimized. And if you're not sure of some of the tips to do with that, if you go to my blog at wsiprioritymedia.net, if you just search on there for Google My Business, you'll find a couple of training videos that I did and a blog on tips on setting up your Google My Business and optimizing it. Item number 6 is your rating. Your rating needs to be at 5. It really does. If you look at the competition that I showed you earlier, if you're below 5, you're really going to suffer. It's not going to work as well for you. And again, I would go back to that software that I was mentioning, the Reputation Advantage, and let that help you out to be able to scale more as far as reviews. So you want more reviews, but you also want higher reviews. Item number 7, for certain industries, electrician, garage doors, locksmith, HVAC, and plumbing, any employee that is entering the home is also going to need to be background checked. So make sure that you're aware of what your service tech's background is. Have the conversation with them right up front. Make sure that they have nothing in the closet, because once you start this application with Google, they're going to ask you for their names. They're going to be contacted by the investigation company. And if skeletons come out of the closet, that can really hurt your business. The next item is to add video verification, or video verification is going to be required if you're a garage door business, a locksmith company. Both of those, they want to see your facilities. So just know that you're going to have a camera on your computer where you can let them see visually that you are a real physical business with all of the tools and resources for your industry. And then the last item is make sure that you over deliver. A review is going to be asked after every call on this program. Knock it out of the park. Google will feed you more and more leads if they see that you are trustable with the leads that they've given you. So it's a program that you want to get into, but you want to stay in there because it just makes a lot of sense. I recommend pairing this with a really good Google Ads program as well too. Not just the Google My Business leads, because you can't really control how much business you're going to get. And if you want to be able to scale, you use the Google Ads pay-per-click combined with the Google local services campaigns together, and you should be quite busy and doing extremely well. So let me ask you, what type of service business do you have? Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you. And if you found that this video was helpful, do me a favor, give it a big thumbs up. Share it and subscribe. That way you're going to be alerted of future training videos, and thank you for watching.